Challenge everything.
There was nothing about the starry sky that night to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening.
And welcome everybody, it's Mario Man 10100. We're back again with another first impressions video. And it's time for, well, as you can probably tell by the characters and the name Hagrid and Professor Dumbledore, you'll know that this is Harry Potter. And we're diving into Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the Sony PlayStation 2. Now this is actually the licensed games for the PlayStation 2, made by EA of all game developers. I didn't know that they were, you know, you would think it would be Warner Brothers, but maybe they didn't have a big studio back in the day when it came to video games, and more so they did with movies. But yeah, this is not Lego. This is a licensed Harry Potter game. Released in 2003, so I think this was a little bit after the first movie came out. You know, I think it was actually part of the Harry Potter collection that I have. It has the first 3 games on the PlayStation 2. I believe I got it as a birthday or Christmas gift. I can't remember which one. Way back in the day, I think 2004, 2005. Maybe 2006, because I think maybe the PS3 was out at that point already. But yeah, I've seen the cases for 2 of the 3 games at least.
Told you was famous. Professor Quirrell. Harry, Professor Quirrell will be one of your teachers at Hogwarts. Potter, can't tell you how pleased I am to meet you.
What sort of magic do you teach, Professor Quirrell?
The defense against the dark arts. Not that you need it, eh, Potter? You'll be getting all your equipment, I suppose. I've got to pick up a new book on vampires myself. Must get on.
So yeah, so Professor Quirrell,
Come on, Harry.
in the books and in the movie, did have a stutter. It was really his own.
3 up, 2 across. Right. Stand back, Harry.
I don't know, that was like his defining character trait, I don't know. It was pretty one note. I don't know why he had a stutter, but it just made him kind of probably stand out from the rest.
To Diagon Alley.
Voice acting so far actually isn't too bad.
From Ollivanders. Oh yeah, and I still haven't got your birthday present.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Hagrid.
Good afternoon. Ah, yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes. I thought I'd be seeing you soon, Harry Potter. You have your mother's eyes. It seems only yesterday she was in here herself, buying her first wand. 10¼ inches long, swishy, made of willow. Nice wand for charm work. Your father, on the other hand, favoured a mahogany wand. Well, I say your father favoured it. It's really the wand that chooses the wizard, of course. Well now, Mr. Potter.
I actually like Mr. Ollivander in the franchise. I think he's one of the best, you know, semi-important characters in the franchise.
Have a look around, Mr. Potter. When you find a
I can't remember if they kept the same actor from the first movie in with the later movies of the later Harry Potter movies, because the Harry Potter movies changed directors a lot of the time. But yeah, I can't remember if it was the same actor who played Mr. Ollivander. But he's a really, really good character. You don't get to see him much in the movies anyway. I think in the books, I think he's a little bit more prominent. Then again, a lot of the books are situated around Hogwarts, so you don't really go to Diagon Alley too much. So you like, if you go to like Diagon Alley, you see like a new part of it. You don't really go back to some of the old stuff. Okay, so let's commence with the game. The flashing icon in the corner of the screen is Remember All. I'm guessing it's in one of the corners somewhere, I don't know. You can access this at any time by pressing the select button. When it flashes, it means you have a new task. You can check it now. As well as reminding you of tasks. Geez, that was really fucking quick. You Remember All shows you all the items you have collected in your inventory or inventory. How do you guys say that? You say it inventory, however you inventory. You know, post it down in the comments and try and do it as colloquial as possible. So like it's like inventory or something like that. You can also check the completed tasks and hints, messages that you've already received. Okay, let's press start. Okay. Alright, exit.
Ebony and unicorn hair, 8.5 inches, springy. Holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple. Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Stand over there, on that platform, to try your
I'm trying to remember what it was in the books and the movies, because I haven't read...
My goodness, definitely not.
Because I didn't actually have the books for the first lot of... first couple of books. I got Prisoner of Azkaban.
Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple. Curious. How very curious.
But yeah, I do have Prisoner of
Sorry,
Azkaban.
But what's
And I got Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood
I
Prince,
remember every wand
and...
I've ever sold, Mr. Potter. Every single wand. It so happens that the phoenix, whose tail feather is in your wand, gave another feather. Just one other. It is very curious indeed that you should be destined for this wand when its brother.
Oh.
Why, its brother gave you that scar.
Oh. Yes. Okay, that's the connecting tissue that I think is more in the book than the movie, because we don't really get...
chooses the wizard, remember? I think we must expect great things from you, Mr. Potter. After all, he who must not be named did great things. Terrible, yeah, but great.
Lip syncing's not too bad either.
Please retrieve the
Wait, you mean
spell
Voldemort?
that
Yeah.
lies beyond. It will
Yeah, that's
prevent
actually what I meant. That's
all
actually a nice
lies
connecting tissue that I didn't really pick up on in the movies, and I don't really explain that at all. But one thing I will say is that
over here, Mr. Potter.
I did get Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows when those books were released opening day, and I also did that for Cursed Child as well. So it felt like a blast from the past when Cursed Child first publication actually came out, because it just felt like I was like 12, 13, 14 again, and actually got the book on day one. Harry can move along narrow gap and ledges and through narrow gaps. Push Harry until his back is against the wall, then move him sideways. Bertie Bott's beans are found in all kinds of places. Use them to buy things from Fred and George's shop when you get to Hogwarts. Okay, so apparently we go to Hogwarts. It's kind of spoilish, guys.
Oh, my booger flavour.
I mean, yeah, they're British, but that's ridiculous. Booger flavour. Oh, and it's a little bit like a Zelda jump. Okay, so you automatically jump across. Sometimes you'll want to line up the camera up with a jump, or quickly see what's in front of Harry. You can move the camera back behind him by using camera reset, which is the L1 button.
Marmalade.
Okay, so it's
Spinach flavour. Yuck. Oh, ugh. Coconut.
Over here, Mr. Potter.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
so even though it's kind of going back, we still get pushed off. That's a bit just jointed.
flavour.
Oh, earwax flavour. I remember that being Dumbledore's favourite, at least in the movies. I'm not sure about the books. I'm assuming that's a nice touch to the books that they did in the movies.
Earwax flavour.
Because that just makes a lot of sense.
Oh, bogey.
Oh, bravo. Yes, indeed. Oh, very good. Well done, Mr. Potter.
What did I do?
Once you learn some more powerful magic, you'll be able to cast more powerful flipendo knockback jinxes.
Okay, so we assign it to square, triangle, or circle by pressing the button now. Spells or equipment can also be assigned in the inventory screen. Okay.
If you'd kindly follow me.
Oh, that's our spell menu. Okay, that's cool. I would want to go down there and get more of the beans, but anyway. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have to use the spell for that.
Oh, bogey. Ugh. Tripe.
Okay, Harry likes
Ugh. Liver.
liver flavour.
Oh, sprouts.
So I'm guessing that's Brussels sprouts. That's what he means there.
Yuck. Toast.
That opens the door. Alright, is there anything in particular under here? Okay, we can kind of crawl into it. Okay, there is a chest in here. Oh, okay, so it is like a Zelda game in a sense.
A wizard card.
Oh, the wizard! God damn, I haven't heard that saying in
Felix
ages.
Somerby, 1447 to 1508. inventor of cheering charms.
Because that was one thing that they did in the earlier movies that they didn't really focus on. Like I think they did it in Philosopher's Stone. I think they might have talked about it a little bit in Chamber of Secrets, but they didn't really dive into it too much. It was just something that was just there. Was the wizard cards that you could collect? I think you could get it from the chocolate frogs and stuff in that game. So.
These 3 large shields on the far wall can be flipped using your Flipendo knockback jinx. Flip them in the correct order.
Oh, okay, so it is a little bit like, say, targeting.
Sometimes the answer to the question isn't right in front of you.
Oh, it's left hand looks good. Oh, okay, and it uses inverted controls. Ah.
Tricky customer, eh?
There we go. That's better. I'm gonna hold in the button. I thought since I was switching.
It may be wise to collect the folio bruti. Before continuing, it may be...
This is Folio Bruti, the Book of Beasts. Wait, so is it the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find the book, or is it a completely different book? This book shows the name and appearance of each beast you may encounter in your adventure. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit like a bestiary. Okay. That's good to know. It's a good thing to have. Okay, so they're things like imps.
wise to collect the folio bruti. These imps can be a nuisance. Try knocking them over with Flipendo. Then pick them up and lock them in the cages.
Okay, so the... Okay, so you don't have to be right on top. Camera is a little bit snappy also.
If you'd kindly follow me.
There's a chest in here, but I want to grab it. Here we go. That's it. Another wizard card, I'm guessing? Maybe? Get lucky? Yeah, you just insert the Zelda chest opening theme there,
A wizard card!
and it'll probably fit really well.
Alberta Tootil, 1391 to 1483, winner of the All England Wizarding Duelling Competition of 1430, famously overcame the favourite, Samson Wiblin, with a blasting curse.
That's cool. The underdog won, huh? It's not usually that happens. Oh, there's another chest in here. There's 2 chests. Brown chests.
A cauldron cake.
I was gonna say health regen.
A pumpkin pasty.
So yeah, so they went strictly more with British voice acting, it seems, with this. Which is not too much of a problem. I mean, that's the area where the books are actually set.
To learn how to cast a spell while moving, you need to target the shield on this device and continue to cast Flipendo at it until the central section locks into place.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Well done, Mr. Potter.
That's pretty good tutorial, really. It's kind of basic in design, but that's the point. Ooh, we have another spell we're gonna learn. Possibly.
With the knowledge contained in this book, you'll be able to cast more powerful spells. Here's a helpful hint from the book just for you. Build up the power on your wand, but be careful. Don't overpower your spells, or you could end up in a spot of trouble.
Cool. Good to know. Oh, okay, we're gonna need more charged ones this
This
time.
time, I'd like you to power up the Flipendo spell before casting it. Like this. Flipendo!
Flipendo! Flipendo! Flipendo! Oh! Flipendo! 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 Flipendo!
Yeah, that PS2 rumble function.
Flipendo! Flipendo!
You can hear that PS2 vibration function. My controller going absolutely
Well
haywire
done,
with
Mr.
that.
Potter.
One of the things I like about PS2 games is that they do that a lot. Another wizard card. 101 wizard cards. We've already got 3 of them. Increase your stamina bar by filling pages in. Okay, so if you get, what is it, 10 on the page, then you get more stamina. Yeah, 10.
Godric Gryffindor.
Ah, Godric Gryffindor.
Medieval, dates unknown. Co-founder of Hogwarts. Gave his name to one of the 4 Hogwarts houses.
Which, of course, if you guys have actually known about Harry Potter, you of course know that his house was Gryffindor. Very, very obvious, but, you know, people might not have read the books or watched the movies, so, you know, there you go. There's a tip for you.
If you'd kindly follow me.
This is pretty good. I know it's a little bit of a lengthy tutorial because I think we're like
Hey,
20, 25 minutes in.
happy
But-
birthday, Harry.
She's beautiful. What's her name?
Her name's Hedwig, and she's yours to keep.
Thanks, Hagrid.
We best be going now. The Hogwarts Express is leaving very soon, and you don't want to miss it.
Yeah. It's funny how we get this advice in the first year, and then the second year we missed the train for some reason. Like, I don't know.
The train slowed right down and finally stopped. They followed Hagrid down to the edge of a great black lake. The fleet of little boats moved off all at once, gliding across the lake, which was as smooth as glass. Everyone was silent until,
Wicked.
one by one, each of the first years
It
was
kind of
sorted
zoomed
into his
off
or
a
her
different direction
house.
for
And
1
what
second
of Harry
there.
Potter?
Not
It was
Slytherin.
weird.
Not Slytherin.
Not Slytherin, eh? Are you sure? You could be great, you know. It's all here, in your head. No? Well, if you're sure, better be Gryffindor.
Hey, Harry. Hello. I'm Ron Weasley. I'm a Gryffindor too. It's no surprise, really. All my brothers are in Gryffindor. So, why do you think Professor Dumbledore put the third for out of bounds?
I really don't know.
We've got to follow that prefect.
It's odd, because he usually gives us a reason why we're not allowed to go somewhere. I do think he might have told us prefects at least.
That prefect's Percy, my other brother.
How many brothers have you got?
Too many.
My name's Hermione Granger, by the way. And you are?
Ron Weasley.
Pleasure. You've got something on your nose.
Huh?
You must be Harry Potter. I know all about you, of course.
Look out! Filch's coming. We'd better go.
Yeah, so they meet here, whereas in the movie, and I'm pretty sure in the books, they meet on the Hogwarts Express. Now, of course, we personally don't see that because it's not shown in this game, but it is shown in the movie, and I'm pretty sure from memory it's in the book as well, although I don't have a copy of the original 2 books and Goblet of Fire, so I'm not 100% sure on that.
Gryffindors,
But
follow
I'm
me,
pretty,
please. Keep up.
but I'm sure that's how it is. I don't think they just meet outside
Come
the,
on,
the
Harry.
hall
We'd
because they
better
talk
find Percy after
to
the Gryffindor company.
Keep up, please. And
They talk
follow
to
me.
each other.
Quickly now, come on.
a lot. So they talk to each other, especially in the entrance hall scene as well. At least in the movie, whereas the book maybe not so much. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it there for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, as it's called here. I think it's the Sorcerer's Stone. I think. It has a weird name. It has a weird name difference in the US for some reason. I think it's Sorcerer's Stone in the US. It's for some reason Philosopher's Stone over here, and I think in Europe as well. But the US got a different name for some reason. It's the I think it's the only Harry Potter book and movie that has a different name. Other than the rest of the series. The rest of the series is exactly the same from what I know, in book and movie form. This is the only one that has a different title, so I don't know why that's the case, but I don't know. Might be a weird situation with the word philosopher, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's a good game. I think it is a little bit like a Zelda. I think it's supposed to be a little bit like a Zelda game in design. And for that it works pretty well, because I mean Ocarina of Time at this point was what, 97? So 97, 98, so that was like 5-6 years before. So the fact that they're trying to use that formula, because that game is, synonymous with being one of the best video games of all time, as a lot of people say. I could see why a lot of people like that game in particular. I personally, I didn't mind it too much. It's one of the only 3 Zelda games that I've played that I've at least gotten halfway through the game, or at least enjoyed it in some capacity, other than playing like about half an hour. I've actually played half of that game. I got up to Adult Link and then just kind of got stuck. and didn't want to play it after that. It was just like I personally at that point I think I had put it down as well, so that didn't help. But yeah, I didn't mind that game so much. So trying to design a Harry Potter license game around like a control structure like that, there's no problem with that really, because that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, it's kind of good. It's a bit of a lengthy tutorial, which I will say, but I think it was an effective one, despite it being lengthy. Excuse me, yawning there. Big day today for me. But yeah, I thought the game was pretty good so far. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this first impressions video of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone, wherever you are and what region you live in. For the Sony PlayStation 2, this has been Mario Man 2100. You guys have a great day or night, and of course, take care.